Hello gamers, welcome back once again to the LLO Tekkit server. My name is DooDart, of course, and as promised, I will be showing you how to make a Railcraft Sorting Machine. Okay, put my hat back on, took it off obviously so you can recognise who I am, because yeah, you know who I am. And first things first, let me just apologise for the state of the last video. It was pretty terrible. I don't know what happened. It went all glitchy and strange. It was a pretty large file, to be fair. I don't really know what I did in the recording stage. But I've been practicing recording my Minecraft, and hopefully this one will be a bit better. This is still being a bit strange and laggy, isn't it? It goes a bit weird. Every so often a minecart will disappear, and then I'll put it back and come back a couple of days later, and there'll be two there and stuff. I don't quite understand it. So yeah, as you can probably tell, this is not by any means a more accurate or easier to use sorting machine than your more common red power sorting machine. But this one's more fun. It's more entertaining to build, you know? So anyway, let's get started on it. There we go. So yeah, I've just built a big platform on top of a stick. Looks a bit weird at the bottom, but I can sort that out manually. And get out all the bits and bobs I need for my Railcraft sorting machine. Now, I'm not going to show you how to craft all of these individual items. I'm assuming that if you've got Tekkit, you can type it in here at the bottom, look up your recipes, and make it. I'm assuming you're not going to be stupid and you're going to know your rough bits and bobs about your furnaces and your blast furnaces and whatever they're called. All your bits and bobs, your rolling machines, your basics of your railcraft. So I'm going to grab all of this stuff. So you've got chests, item loaders and item unloaders. You've got normal track, wooden booster tracks, and holding tracks. And some wooden planks, basics. I think I might need some levers. Okay, get me some levers, or levers, or leverers, whatever they're called. Right, okay, to start off with, I'm going to place down a normal vanilla chest. This is effectively your input chest. This is your drop box, or whatever you want to call it. This is where all the items that you want to be sorted will have to go into. Now you can feed those items in there in whatever way you like. You can use Railcraft unloaders and little minecarts whizzing about if you want to keep it all in theme with the rest of it. You can use Buildcraft pipes, red power pipes, whatever other pipes and input systems you want. Here, as you can see with my one, I've literally used Buildcraft teleportation pipe just because I want it to be nice and simple and have multiple inputs. Which means I've got a drop box in my house, I've got two in my shuttle, one upstairs, one downstairs, and I have one over in my Railcraft thing, and I think I have one in my power station. If I don't, I can have one. Okay, so this is your input chest. This is where you want everything to go into. And I will need an item unloader onto it. Gonna need my crowbar at some point, I imagine. So have I done that right around the right way? I believe so. I think the open square means that's where it will feed into a chest, into a chest cart, one of those things. So directly in front of your loader you need to have a holding track. And then you can have normal track. And I am going to put my first wooden booster track here, which needs a block on the end of it so that it knows which way to boost it, and a lever next to it to power it. Okay, so this means that I can put my cart on here, turn it on, and it will shoot off that way. Okay. And gimme. Okay. Right, so the cart will start from here, come along to here, meet with the loader, which will take all of the items from your input chest into the cart, and then it will send it off on its way. So I need to be placing a bit more of this along. Now, if I put holding track 2, 3, 4, like that, then I can put unloaders here. There we go. And then I can put some more standard tracks here. Then some more holding tracks. Unloaders. Gonna need a bit more space onto here. And oops. Balls. Go away. There we go, and a bit more track. Okay, so far I've got 8 unloaders coming off of one loader. Now these ones are all the wrong way round. Get these all turned around. The squares are pointing to where the cart will be, which will be held by the holding tracks. Now, as you can see, I've put 3 pieces of standard rail onto a corner. My original one that I have over here literally has the one piece of standard rail on the corner. And I have a sneaking suspicion that's the bit that bugs it out. Because I think if you watch the cart, especially that one in the middle, it kind of gets confused by the corners sometimes and kind of jumps around it strangely. Yeah, it looks a bit weird. So I figured I'll put 3 bits of normal and see if that helps. Right. Okay, so all of these unloaders will need to feed into a chest. Ah, I forgot about that. Okay. So I did them alternately like this. And had to dig out underneath these ones to put them there underneath. Because as long as they're joining, they'll feed into it. But obviously if you put 2 chests next to each other, it'll make a double chest. So I've got sideways and below. Okay. Then you really need to be able to fly to do this. I suppose you could build it into the ground somehow. I'm sure you guys can figure that out for yourselves. So I've got my little line of track. Is that in the right place? Nope, it flipping isn't. Okay, so it needs to be this side. Okay. Right, so now I need my loaders back again. Because essentially what I'm going to do is use these 4 unloaders to grab everything that is, say, stuff that you can build with, building blocks. And then that'll eventually feed into one chest, which will just be called building blocks. So, holding track, loaders, guitar, good. No, of course it won't let me place them there. No, of course not. Right, let's see if this is going to work. Beautiful. Okay, now because I needed 4 of those there, I need to move this block. Put that there. Standard track, because I always like to buffer my weird powered tracks with a bit of normal, just in case it's going to bug each other out and they're going to get confused. Put a block on the end and some levers or levers or leverses or whatever you call them. Good. Now, if I pop this little guy on here, boop, if I turn both of them on, I said both of them, thank you. He should pop between the two continuously. And he will only pause at one of these to grab bits out of it if there's anything there to be grabbed out of. Okay. I have kind of bulked this up though. Turn that off and he will stop at that one. Good. And this needs extending. Oh, levers take forever to break. Let's get one more holding track, one more standard track, and one more wooden track with its lever on, or lever on, or leverer on, and item unloader to take stuff out of the cart. Actually, yeah, I might keep it all internal. Might look better that way. There you go, perfect. So that way, turning that on, turning that on. Yep, the cart will go back to bobbing in between them. It'll be grabbing all the bits up when it's stopping on these holding tracks and going past these item loaders. And then it will stop at this one to unload it all. So this is now going to be my sorted chest full of blocks that I can use to build with. And these 4 are going to be the ones that take all those blocks that I can use to build with out of all of my piles of junk, which I'm going to use this alchemy bag full of stuff. So what you can build with this stuff and this stuff and this stuff, I guess. This stuff, obviously. This stuff. And this stuff. Yeah, and this stuff. And this stuff. Anything else? I'm going to ignore all of this stuff at the top, just because I've only got one of most of it, really. Okay, so if you right-click on these things, it's got a filter. You can pop your things. You've got 4 slots in there. Hello? Yeah, thank you. Right, now because I have more filter space than I have items, which is always a good idea to start it off with. Makes it easier to extend it and get all the items in there that you need to. You have to put something in the filter, otherwise it won't know what to filter and it will take everything and anything, which sort of defeats the whole point of your sorting machine. Okay, so those now will take those items. Let's make it light again. those will take those building items, pass it into the 4 chests, 2 on the side, 2 below, which then get taken by the corresponding loaders, pop it into this cart chest, which gets unloaded to here and dropped into your one box that will be full of your building materials. Cool. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing on this side. Shall I record myself doing it? Yeah, I'll try and do it quickly. Just on the side. Just below. Just below. That will need block in front of it, which means that the track needs to come from here. Need item loaders. Here, here. Here and here. Now for my track. 2, 3, 4 holders for each one of my loaders. One for the final box. Kind of got an annoying amount. Well, normal standard rails everywhere else. Extend that out a bit. Wooden powered track and a lever. Wooden powered track and a lever. Item unloader. Yeah, I can. And the chest. Good. I think that's all done. Let's pop a cart on there. So that should just be bouncing back and forth. Good. Now let's grab all the stuff that I want to be able to put into it. So there's a bit of coal, a bit of redstone, a bit of iron fence, stairs. Oh, now where does stairs go in? Interesting. Let's pop that into there. Iron, yes. Glass. And a glass should have gone in the other one as well, shouldn't it? Damn it. Damn me being blind before. And a bit of advanced alloy. Don't mind chucking that in there. So need the stairs and the glass in this one. Let's put them over there so I don't get confused. Just one. And the coal. Both the fence types and both the bits of metal. I think that's everything I need to be putting in there. Yeah, looks good. Now this endy bit needs another wooden booster. Basically, the end of each railway line, you put a wooden booster with a block and a lever. That way the cart knows to stop and turn around and go back the other way. Right. Put my cart on here. Right, so that is step 1 of each part. You have lag and a cart going around the top, dropping off all the items from the drop box that are being loaded into it with the item loader. And it goes past each item unloader, putting it into another chest. So each section, you need as many of these as you need. Remembering there's 4 filter slots for each one of them. Lag. Okay. And I think you get the idea. Now, what you can do, let me turn this one off, is you can obviously chain it along like I have. I will show you in a second. Clear all that bit up. So I would put holding track, normal track, wooden track, block, and lever. And what I would put is another unloader here with another chest here. There we go. And the reason I've done that, one odd one at the end, is that effectively becomes your MISC chest. Your box of things that you have not yet put in your sorting machine. Now, if you look very carefully, this is my drop box. Then the cart will follow the rail round, going past all the unloaders, taking things out of it that I know that I want to be sorted into certain areas. And it'll get to the end. But just before it does, it gets to a MISC chest. And then what I've done is I've taken everything out of the MISC chest and put it back through a big loop of more unloaders to take more things out to be sorted, and then once again it hits another MISC chest. And then I do exactly the same, where it goes through another whole load of unloaders, and then right at the end it gets to this final big MISC chest with a load of random stuff in it that I haven't sorted yet. Things like, wow, saplings, really? And leaf blocks? Yeah, I've been a bit lazy, haven't I? But things like an Evertide amulet. I'm only ever going to make one of them, aren't I? Boot discs. I think I got them out of a dungeon chest. Certainly didn't craft them. So yeah, that's your MISC chest, and you can kind of use it to data chain and expand your sorting machine. Always very helpful. Now, is it time, do you think, to fill up the machine with all our stuff that we want to be sorted and giving it a test run? Just going to pop back all the bits and bobs that I just used into that alchemical bag and open the white one, which had all the random stuff in. I'm not going to grab too much, just bits and bobs. Anything I'm missing? Let's take some of these. And that'll do, I think. So this is our drop box. All of this stuff has gone into it. And you can see the cart getting full with all of this stuff. If you right click on the cart itself, you can look inside it and it's getting filled up. It's going to take a little while. And it will go backwards, I believe. It will go in the wrong way, but it'll immediately hitting this wooden thing, it will pop back again in the correct direction. Wow, it really is taking a long time. Maybe I shouldn't have put quite so much stuff in it. Oh well, gives you time to admire my building that I'm halfway through building. Got some iron and glass on it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Come on. There it goes. And immediately unloading some stuff. I think, or is it just lagged? No, that one's still going, so I don't think it's lagged. It might be instantly passing it onto this stuff. Yes, it is. Which is then putting it into its end box, while the top one is still going. And now it's moved on to the next lot of bits. And I wonder if it's going to have any misc. Make it so there's some misc. Something that I did not put in my sorting bits. Make it daylight again. So that you can see, because I can't be asked to torch the whole place up. It just grabbed all the torches that I put in it. There we go. And it will carry on going until there's more bits in the drop box that it wants to pick up. That one has emptied all of its bits and emptied it into those. That one is still going. Oh no, it's just emptying it, isn't it? Because that's its end box. Okay. So in here we should have all of those building materials, the bricks and such. You let me look in you. Because I've... Nope, just broke the track. Anyway, that one's full of the blocks that it needed. Oh, now I've got a bloody cart on my head. Damn you. Let's put that back. It's weird. Sometimes you can look in the chest and sometimes you can't. Well, maybe you need to be a bit more clever with that when you do yours. Does that mean I can't look in this one? Yeah, of course it does. 2 blocks in, it's going to break exactly the same block again. Of course it is, that's maths. The end one has got all the other random bits in there. Excellent. And the misc has got the misc pieces. My interdiction torches. I'll have them back, thank you. And I shall pop my crowbar back in that one to get repaired by my talisman. Now, hopefully that explained it all and showed you exactly how you build a sorting machine. You've got your drop box in the middle that you then use a loader to put into the cart, which goes round and feeds into every unloader gradually, taking bits out, using the filters, putting it all into chests, which then go into another cart stream, which then will get unloaded into your finalised chests. So in this example, you've got all your building blocks and your bricks and stuff, all your other bits, like bits of metal and coal and fences, and you've got a misc chest, which has got interdiction torches going in it at the moment, but it'll have anything that you have not put in your filters that gets put in your drop box will end up in your misc. Okay? Right, hopefully that's answered it all. Yeah, I hope so. If you do have any questions at all, stick them down in the comments and I will try and resolve them. If not by word, then I can always record another video and show you. Right. I think I'm going to go back to building something. This thing. Finishing it off. It's a bit open-ended at the moment. We'll see. I'll have to get rid of this thing first, but that'll be fun. I'll just blow it up. Right, thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe for any more of these sorts of pieces. I think next episode I'm going to have a go at building a massive load of farm stuff. It's going to grab all grown sort of plants, trees, edibles, all that sort of stuff, all automatically using red power stuff and bits. I think I'm going to do it with animals as well, so that I'm automatically breeding and harvesting cows and pigs and such. That's the plan anyway. Cool. Thank you very much. See you next time.